Welcome, Room 6 friends. Thank you for subscribing to our virtual classroom. I want to start by saying that I miss you all terribly. Here's your virtual hug. Come on, get in there. Even though we're going to be meeting virtually, I want to start by saying that the expectations are still going to be the same, okay? We're going to continue to be safe and respectful and responsible. The expectation for being safe means that we're going to be meeting virtually and we're going to be doing a lot more online work than normal. So I want to remind you that you need to get permission from an adult when you go to certain websites, and they need to be approved by an adult. Okay. Being respectful, that means using kind words when you're commenting on videos or when we're communicating with one another in our online community. And being responsible, it's really important during our school closure that you're showing grit, perseverance, flexibility. Try a little bit each day to practice your math, your reading, your writing. These will help keep your brain healthy and strong. Okay. All right, so today is Writing Wednesday. I'll have a theme each day. And for today's Writing Wednesday, I want you to quickly pause the video and go get your research essay packets that I handed out earlier this week. You have all amazed me with your research skills, your note-taking, drafting, your nonfiction writing. You've worked really hard. And today I'm going to be reading for you the book that I used for my research essay. It's called Zombie Ants. I learned a lot of interesting facts about zombie ants from this book, and I hope that you'll find them interesting as well. I'll read the book and I'll show you the pictures as I go. All right, zombie ants. Chapter 1, what's wrong with the ants? Have you ever seen an ant at work? It rushes along the ground, maybe carrying little pieces of food for its colony. Ants are very hardworking insects that don't commonly leave known trails to food from their home. But something is taking over the brains and bodies of tropical carpenter ants. They walk around aimlessly, falling out of their tree canopy homes. Then the ants stop and die. What is causing these ants to become zombies? I'm going to show you a picture of a carpenter ant. These are black carpenter ants in this picture. Chapter 2, parasite problem. Zombie ants are acting strangely because they've been taken over by a parasite. A parasite is an organism that lives in or on another organism called a host. The parasite benefits from this, but the host can be harmed and can sometimes be killed. The parasite controlling and causing tropical carpenter ants to die is a type of fungus. I'll try to pronounce the name of the fungus. It's called
Ophiocordyceps. She pronounced it wrong twice.
I'm sorry. There are many species of this fungus, several of which are now being studied for their ability to create zombie ants. Chapter 3, not new news. Scientists have known about zombie ants for a long time. Famous scientist Alfred Russel Wallace first observed the zombie ant fungus in 1859 in Indonesia. He found examples of it in the Amazon too. A museum in France also had a specimen in the early 1900s. Today, the carpenter ants and their fungus can be found in tropical forests, including in Thailand and Brazil. The ants live high in the canopy in nests they build in dead or wet wood. Here's a picture I'm going to show you of carpenter ants living in wooded areas. And you'll see my puppy Coco over there. She gets really excited. And you can hear my dog Bear. He's going for a walk. Chapter 4, freaky fungus. The fungus finds an ant host when ants are traveling around their forest home. The fungus's spores attach to an ant's hard outer covering, or it's called an exoskeleton. The fungus pushes through the exoskeleton and starts its takeover. The fungus grows inside the ant's body until it is filled up. This is when the ant starts to act like a zombie. The parasite is now controlling the ant, making it walk funny and fall to lower tree branches or to the forest floor. Chapter 5, the death bite. Once the fungus has totally taken over the ant's body, the fungus sends it to a leaf just above the forest floor. Then it has the ant bite down on the underside of the leaf. The fungus locks the ant's jaws so it can't fall off the leaf, and the ant dies. Within a few days, the fungus grows a stalk, or you can call it a stem, that pushes through the ant's head. The stalk is what drops spores on other ants nearby, thus creating more zombie ants. I think that's pretty cool. Chapter 6. I think chapter 6, you guys usually help me keep track of where I'm at, but chapter 6, chemical control. Scientists have spent a lot of time in the past few years studying the zombie ant fungus. They've traveled to tropical forests to find places where many ants have died because of the fungus. These studies from scientists have found that the fungus makes chemicals when inside the ant's body. Now, these chemicals control the ant. However, each special species of the fungus is linked to one kind of carpenter ant. The fungus only makes the special zombie chemicals when it is attached to that specific ant species. Chapter 7, always on time. The zombie ant fungus is very exact in its control of its host. The fungus makes ants go to the underside of a leaf that's facing north or northwest. Now, the leaf also needs to be about 10 inches off of the ground. And finally, the death bite of the ant happens right around noon. That's when the sun is highest in the sky. The time and location is best for the fungus's growth. In fact, scientists tried to move a dead zombie ant, and the fungus did not grow. This zombie ant has done exactly what the fungus wanted. Not that the ant had a choice or anything. Chapter 7, I think. I've lost track of the chapter numbers. Fighting back. The zombie ant fungus could kill a whole ant colony, but usually it doesn't. Tropical carpenter ants have found ways of surviving. First, ants only send their oldest workers out of the nest. The young, strong ants are safe from the fungus while in the nest. Second, the ants keep their nests very clean, so any stray fungus would be removed. That includes sick ants too. A zombie ant wouldn't be allowed to stay in the nest long enough to pass on the fungus. Final chapter, I think chapter 8, a parasite's parasite. Something else is stopping the zombie ant fungus from killing every carpenter ant living in the world's tropical forests. It is another parasitic fungus. This fungus stops the zombie ant fungus's fruiting bodies from making spores and taking over more ants. The parasite that stops the zombie ant fungus actually helps the fungus in a way. It stops too many ants from dying. If too many ants die, the zombie ant fungus would have no food. Take a look at this chart, the making of zombie ants. This is what we just read about. So I hope that you enjoyed hearing all about zombie ants. As you know, I've loved researching this topic. It's one of the many interests that I have. All right, so here's your to-do. First, in the comment section, I want you to share your favorite did you know fact from your own research. Just a heads up, like KidBlog, I need to approve the comments first before they show up. So don't worry if it hasn't shown up right away. Okay, I need to approve it first. Here is my favorite did you know fact from my research. Did you know that scientists believe there could be as many as 1,000 kinds of zombie ant fungus that we don't even know about yet? Maybe there will be a part 2. Second, spend some time today working on your research essay. Maybe you're working on your flow map, the outline of your essay. Maybe you're working on your draft and adding details or revising and editing. Maybe you've done those steps and you're ready to type it into Google Docs. You have access through our class website to do that if you'd like to. And I can even add comments through Google Docs to help with some revision and some editing while we're publishing together. Whatever step you're on, I want you to spend some time today working on that step, and let me know if you need any help or if you have any questions. Also, make sure you touch on some math practice and some reading as well. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for Thinking About Math Thursday. Also, I want you to remember that you can read other nonfiction books online at Epic. That's on our class website too. If you need help with that, just let me know. You know I'm available for you. All right, well, bye for now. I'll be giving virtual high fives during this time. I know a lot of you have special high fives with me, but for now we're just going to do a quick air high five. See you tomorrow.